What's up, D Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with a brand new series. This is going to be Wags to Riches, Season 1, Episode 1, I guess. I don't know if I don't know if they consider this Episode 1 because there was already a Wags show previously on E that I never watched, and coincidentally, that's the reason why that show got canceled because it had low viewership. But neither here nor there. This is season 1, episode 1, wives and girlfriends, you guys. Now, before we do get into this review, if you guys are listening, watching, then and you guys aren't subscribed, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and then having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and also by sharing the video. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let us go ahead and get into this episode of Wags to Riches, shall we? All right, you guys. So watching this show, it kind of gave me the vibes of a mixture of Selling Tampa and the early seasons of Basketball Wives, when you would just see the girls get together for go out to drink and eat and also have parties and stuff. Because I ain't really seen no, to me personally, maybe it was just me, but from the first 3 episodes that I did watch, it didn't seem like they had any like storylines or anything going on. But hey, it is what it is. But let's go ahead and so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the pictures of the girls up here and tell you who each one of them are. Now I ain't gonna remember who everybody's with, but I'm gonna put the girls up here nonetheless. So we're gonna start up with, I guess, the head honcho of them all, Sherelle Rosada. So I mean, we know Sherelle from Selling Tampa, right? And the thing is with Sherelle, I don't remember if Sherelle was disliked. Well, I don't remember if I liked Sherelle or not from Selling Tampa. I don't think I did. But I know this show didn't do her no favors. But we know she was engaged to Chad Ochocinco. I don't think that they're currently together, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. So the next person we have is Miranda, aka MJ, and MJ is the girlfriend of Kodak Black. I was like, wow, Kodak Black of all people. I mean, I guess, I guess if that's what you like, that's what you like, girl. So after MJ, we have Ashley Wheeler. So Ashley is married to Philip Wheeler. He's an ex Miami Dolphins player. And then after Alexis, we have the one of the girls who I can say I do like on this show is Alexis. And Alexis is the ex-wife of Amari Stoudemire. I was like, okay, I like Alexis. I really do. I think she's a cool girl. Then after Alexis, we have Portia, and Portia is married to the boxer Andre. I think his last name is Berto. Um, so that's Portia. And then after Portia, we have Sade Vanessa, and she is with, I think she's engaged to Chosen. Well, his name is Robbie Chosen Anderson. So they're engaged to each other. They're not married yet. Then after this is Sade. So after Sade, we have Stony, Lastonia Livingston. I like Stony, right? Stony is, I don't want to say this term, but because y'all know how I feel about it, but Stony is the baby mother, and I'm using quotation marks, of none other than Rick Ross. Then we have Keita Hill. So Keita is married to Miami Dolphins player Tyreek Hill. I'm gonna leave Keita alone because never mind. I'm just gonna leave Keita alone. So then after Keita, we have Yes Jules. I have to say I agree with the girl in episode 3. Yes, Jules is definitely given culture vulture, but she's the ex fiance of NFL player Duke Riley, and I believe that's the entire cast, you guys. If I'm not mistaken, I think we named all the girls. I believe we named all the girls in this show. And like I said, of the cast, there's only a handful that I like. And when I say a handful, I mean a handful. Like I technically only like Stony and I only like MJ, but I got some things to say about MJ as MJ. So I like Stony, MJ, and Alexis. But with MJ, I got some things to say about MJ because MJ, like, girl, you doing a lot of stuff behind a funny looking ass nigga, but neither here nor there. So the episode 1 opens and we see as Sherelle and Chad are on the golf course, and my God, Sherelle's laughing. It is loud, and I think it was Alexis and I forget who it was. It could have been Alexis and Portia or Alexis and Ashley. One of them two were on. No, it wasn't Alexis and Portia. It was Alexis and Ashley. They were like, "Who is that laughing?" They're like, "This got to be Sherelle." And lo and behold, it was Sherelle, right? So, like I said earlier, Alexis is the ex-wife of Amari Stoudemire. So, and Ashley is the wife of Philip. And like I said, I do like Alexis. Cool girl. She seems down to earth. It's just when you get to Sherelle, Portia, and even put Ashley and them together, that they become some mean girls. And I'm gonna tell you guys how I really feel about them once we get to them, right? So it was Portia, Andre, Chad, and Sherelle. They were on the course together as well. And Portia noticed that Chad is wearing a ring on his ring finger. And she was like, "Have y'all gotten, did y'all go and elope?" And we didn't know. And Chad was like, "Nah, he's just wearing it as practice." I said, "Allah, I don't care who the fuck tell it because, sir, from what I read, and I know that him and Sherelle have currently they broke up. And from what I read, y'all broke up because he was still cheating with other women. But okay, you're wearing it just for practice. Okay. Now, we move over to MJ, the girlfriend of Kodak Black. And we see her at a jewelry store. And I really hope that was just for show, just so that she got money when she was trying to get jury for her 3 month old baby. I was like, and that big ass Cuban link chain. I was like, girl, what is this baby gonna do with this Cuban link chain? But okay. Now, her telling the story of how her and Kodak Black got together, it don't sound good. So she says that Kodak Black came to her high school and performed there, right? And she says that he they followed each other on social media, and then around her time of her 18th birthday, when she became quote unquote legal, when they started talking to each other. I was like, so does that mean he was eyeing you the entire time that you were underage? That's weird. But I mean, it's weird. It's weird. It's hella weird to me. But hey, let me know what you guys think. So after that scene, we see as Alexis, she met up with Stony, right? And like I said earlier, Stony is the quote unquote baby mama of Rick Ross. So Alexis asked Stony, like, "Hey, why come I didn't see you at golf?" And she said, "I wasn't invited." And so we find out that Stony and MJ, they've been friends for about 3 years, right? And we also found out that Stony still lives in a house that Rick Ross owns. I was like, now I don't know if I would necessarily want to do that. But I mean, if it works for you, then it works for you. but it sure the hell wouldn't work for me. But they must have a good relationship because their daughter is 22 years old. So they must have some kind of a good relationship that she still lives in that house all this time later. But okay. So then they bring up Stoney's sex tape, right? And I honestly really felt bad for Stoney because Stoney was just a casualty of a beef that she had nothing to do with, right? So we know the story. But this is my first time hearing from her, from her. So Stoney made a sex tape with an ex-boyfriend, right? Stoney said that the ex-boyfriend started cheating on her, and she said the ex-boyfriend started to cheat on her, and when he started to cheat on her, she outed him to the other woman, right? And so at the same time, that's when Rick Ross and 50 Cent were both beefing with each other. And this ex boyfriend then sold the video to 50 Cent. I was like, that's some trash ass shit right there. And so they're kind of wondering if this is the reason why the girls are icing Stoney and giving Stoney the cold shoulder. And which it is, we'll find out later in the episode, it is, or either in the next episode, whichever one. But it's really stupid. Like, this ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Like, this has absolutely nothing to do with y'all. And I felt bad for Stoney when she started crying at that table. I really, truly did. So then we see as I can't remember who all it was, but some of the girls met up at Ashley's home, right? And so they start talking because Ashley is talking about a home that she's going to be showing to Stoney. No, no, no. Or is it Portia? They kind of look similar, but Portia, well, either Portia or Ashley is showing a house. And no, it's Portia who's showing the house to Stoney. Ashley makes the snide snarky comment about who's paying for it, can Alexis afford this and all this kind of stuff. It's like, girl, why are you clocking her pockets? And then you got Sherelle over there. It's like, Sherelle, girl, shut up. I do not like Sherelle. I do not like Sherelle. That's why I think I even tweeted it on social media. I said it somewhere. I know I made a YouTube short about it, but I don't remember. Was Sherelle this unlikable on Zelle in Tampa? Ugh, this is a show of mean girls. This is a show of mean girls. And I'm not feeling it. So later in the episode, we see a Sherelle and MJ met up, right? And they talked. And honestly, listening to Sherelle talk to MJ, I'll definitely agree with MJ. It definitely did sound very preachy to me. That like it sounded very, very preachy to me. So, but what I will say is when it comes to MJ, I think she's 22 years old. And, you know, my thing is we all are young, dumb, and do stupid things when we think we're in love with somebody, right? But the things that MJ does, I want her to grow up because you got two young kids. And you want to do rap, you want to be in real estate, you want to do all this stuff. But you're not going to get very far if you keep chasing and behind Kodak Black, who ain't serious. Like, obviously, this man ain't serious about having a relationship if he is cheating on you with other women, if you guys are in a quote unquote relationship, right? Like, if you have to resort to busting the man's windows out of his car, instead of doing all of that, leave the man. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't sit there and jeopardize your safety, your future, and your freedom. If this man is gonna cheat, let him cheat, but not on you. Let him cheat on the next person. Tell him you got too much pride, too much self respect for that. Like I and MJ is a very beautiful girl. Like you can do so much better than a Kodak Black. But like I said, listening to Sherelle talk to her, it did come out very preachy. And honestly, I wasn't listening to a damn thing that she had to say, right? So then we see Portia. So Portia is having this gathering, and everybody shows up to the gathering, right? So this is where we first met, yes, Jules. And on first impression of Jules, I definitely did get the culture vulture vibe from him. I got it immediately because I was looking at her. I was like, something in the ancestors just don't sit right when it comes to Jules, and I couldn't put my finger on it. But I was like, yeah, something don't sit right with this one. Nuh-uh. No, didn't sit right. So I really didn't know who Jules was, but I guess apparently Jules worked for Kanye West. He fired her, and in this episode, he sent her a text message, and she's just sitting there like, oh my God, yay, text." And the way she talks is like, did you grow up talking like oh my God, like when it comes to never mind, shut up. But yeah, Jules just didn't sit right in my spirit. Um, I will say with this show, I do like seeing the men on the show interacting with each other. And they're talking about, at one point they were talking about how the women are successful and how they really just want to help the women, be who they want to be. And I was like, okay, cool. So this is the part of the episode that really tripped me out and pissed me off because it's very judgmental of these girls, right? So Stony showed up to the party, and immediately upon Stony arriving, Sherelle's attitude and her demeanor completely changed. And it's like, girl, that woman ain't said shit to you. She ain't done shit to you. So what is your beef with her? And then here's the other thing that they talked about earlier in the episode. Like, my thing is, why y'all so concerned about who's like they were talking about her money? Why y'all concerned about whose money she has? If it's her money, if it's Rick Ross money, if it's the money from 50 Cent, why do y'all hoes care about that? Like the fuck? It ain't got shit to do with y'all. It has nothing to do with you guys. And that's what and then Sherelle, she wants to keep talking about, well, because they were talking about her sex tape, and only thing I will give Jules credit for is saying, like, y'all ain't never did that before. Y'all don't have no photos of yourselves in your phone or in your man's phone. Exact. And they said, well, yeah, I done took some pictures, and yeah, I got a video. Then what are y'all judging her for? Like, and it's judgmental, even though Sherelle wants to say she's not judging her. It's just that her reputation. And when she Googles her, you see porn star and escort. I'm actually gonna Google Stony real quick because I'm just so curious. Like, no, all you see is 50 Cent's alleged sex tape leak left Rick Ross ex unalivable. That's all you find about this girl is the lawsuit from 50 Cent. Like, that's all you see. You don't see no escort, no nothing. But let's Google Sherelle Rosado. She 37? Girl, I know you fucking lying. That's a hard ass 37. That's a hard ass 37. But okay, that was all I needed to see. That was all that I needed to see. But like, I just don't get why y'all judging this girl. She made a sex tape with a man that she thought she was in love with, right? He betrayed her by releasing that, selling a tape to somebody else, and that said person released it as revenge against Rick Ross. And I still don't understand what the like with 50. I don't get what was the purpose in you releasing her sex tape? She ain't did shit to you. So why did you do like that's childish and stupid, right? Really stupid. But like I said, Sherelle is just Sherelle. Honestly, you guys, if I'm keeping it real and a buck with you guys, for me, this actually gave colorism. If we being for real with each other, I got colorism vibes from this whole entire first episode. Colorism just jumped off the board at me in my face when it came to this show. But that's it, you guys. That's the end of episode 1. So what I'll do is I'll do 2 episodes and then upload them. So you guys are getting episode 1 and 2, and then after that you'll get 3 and 4. After that, 5 and 6, and then after that, 7 and 8, and we'll be done. But yeah, you guys, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, and also share the video, you guys. And until the next time, stay safe. Take care of yourselves, you guys. Wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.